Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Unknown Empire podcast. Back at you again from wherever the fuck we are in the multiverse. And we have us some people here. Over on the side, tanking the damage, we have Jin.
What's up?
Flanking from the side and hitting him where it hurts, we've got Minnie.
Ayo.
Buffing the party from a safe distance, we got your boy DJ, the host. And special guest causing the wipe and having us all reset, we have Ben.
Hello.
And welcome back to the podcast. It's been a long time since I've been on it. I don't know about these guys. I was about to say that.
It
That's
has
where you
been a
say
while
something.
since you've been on it, actually.
It has.
It really has.
Remember a time I used to be an OG and I had to re-add myself to the podcast roster. It feels bad, man.
That's a ripperoni there, dude.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, nevertheless, it's back, it's happening, it's real, and it's in your face. And this is hopefully going to be a little bit more of a regular thing with all the rest of the Unknown Empire stuff. We are going to try and make things like the podcast and the recap a little more consistent, a little more regular than they've been in the past. Keyword there is try. Don't hold us to it too heavily. Because the past is not kind to us, and the future is a very mean mistress. Now, seeing as we've got that out of the way, and no one else wants to follow up on that, I guess, we got us some topics that I'm just looking at for the first time because Tekkit posted them forever ago, and I've just been perusing them. First thing we got on the agenda is that a pro driver has hired a gamer to race for him.
Indeed.
You got caught in that. Now, I didn't even know this was a thing, but Formula E has been replacing actual car races with virtual races, like stuff like Forza and all that stuff. I don't know if they've actually been using a game or if they've been using like a driving simulator.
I'm pretty sure they're using actual, like, wheels.
Well, I figured they'd be using actual wheels, but you can use wheels on just like a driving simulator or a game or something like that. I just don't know what they're using.
This sort of thing has come up on the podcast before where we talked about that one guy that rage quit. But, like, just now it's straight up cheating, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, 27-year-old German driver Daniel Abt, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right at all, he finished third in the latest leg of Formula E's Race at Home Challenge. Or they thought that he finished third. Later, they found out that he had hired a gamer, which was... apparently this was discovered by an ex-F1 driver, Stoffel Van Doorn, that a gamer by the name of Lorenz Horzing had been racing for him in his stead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They
that's
suspected
a
Abs
big
when he didn't have his
no-no.
video on, apparently.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
definitely a
kinda-
big red flag.
Yeah, apparently he's been forced to pay £8,900, was disqualified from the last race, and has had all his points from the series wiped, which I understand is pretty big in the racing industry.
Wow.
That's
Yes.
basically having your entire season for nothing.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck. I mean, you get what you deserve, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Arigato.
But yeah, it's a strange thing to see because of this whole the incident that is plaguing the world that we're not going to say because on YouTube is it's a bad word amongst
Right.
bad
Yeah,
words.
if you say the C word, apparently
We're not
they
gonna
just
say the
put a
C
big
word.
banner under your video that says blah blah. More information
Yeah.
here. No,
We're not going to say it, but because of the incident in
Right.
the world at this moment, it's an
Yes.
interesting thing to see, especially a lot of sports, especially things like racing,
Mm-hmm.
are going to more of a virtual approach and more of a hands-off kind of thing. Like, for instance, NASCAR is racing without anyone in the grandstands. All the pit crews are wearing masks and everything. And apparently, Formula E is doing virtual racing. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would
I
be.
guess it's all turning into esports now.
It would be great because I would definitely like take events in one of those. It'd be crazy cool to actually like
Yeah.
compete against actual formula racers in a race without actually racing.
I feel like that would be somewhere along the road. And that would be something awesome. And I know especially like a lot of Europeans would love that. Because I know more so than Americans, a lot of Europeans love Formula One. And
Really?
they love all this stuff with just the F1 cars. Whereas in America, it's more about NASCAR and the like.
Hmm. I
But
got you.
it'd be interesting to see with it moving into this more virtual space, bigger interaction with fans of the sport to actually take place in some of these things, or have some sort of hands-on moment like that where they race against these drivers in a virtual environment. I just think that's
I'd
a
probably
really
give
cool
it a
thing.
go. I'd probably give it a go. I'm not much of a competitive person in general, though, but
I think that would
it'd
be
neat.
awesome to see Mini race against an F1 driver on a racing
Yes.
And then
I-
blow
I-
that
I'm
I'm
F1
not
driver
trying to be
out.
offensive or anything, but it kind of feels like a kick in the gut if you lose a race to.
It
someone
would be
who's
like that would be the greatest feeling in the world. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
more talking about on the F1 side of things. It'd be a kick in the gut
Yeah.
if you're like a professional driver and you get beat by some 16-year-old who's been sitting in mom's basement binging Forza for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Which it
It's crazy,
absolutely
but,
would.
like,
Gamers
Yeah.
unite.
Absolutely, the most oppressed minority.
mhm.
Yeah, apparently, Abt has since apologized, saying he didn't take it as seriously as he should have, and he's especially sorry because he knows how much work goes into the project on part of the Formula E organization,
Yeah.
and just et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, but
But
it's at the same time.
still-
I feel like he kind of should have already known that.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know what's even worse, though, right? Like, his apologies seem so half-baked, too, because, like, all the apologies that go around with, like, celebrities and stuff, they actually don't even care. This is an esports event they apparently care about, but, like,
Yeah.
come on. They're, like, these quote-unquote apologies that they're saying are just so bad. I can't believe people actually think that they're being sincere. It's ridiculous.
There's only so much
I mean,
sincerity that I think you can pour into hiring a professional game. It doesn't even say that he got Lawrence Horsing to race for him. It says he hired him to race
Yep.
for him. He paid this guy to compete for him in this race. How much can you really apologize for that? In all honesty, because that
Yeah.
just comes down to
You'd have
it's
to go
on
out
you
of your
thing.
way to do that.
That's really
Yeah.
just apologizing that you were caught more than you did it.
Mhm.
in all
Just about to
honesty.
say that. And I wonder if the professional gamer got anything. I mean, yes, he got the money out of it, but did he get any recognition? I mean, he came in third.
I don't think he's really involved in the situation as much as Mr. Apt.
I'm willing
Right.
to bet it just didn't count because it's like, well, that whole
No, I'm just saying.
I'm sure he's got some clout now because he
Yeah, that's
finished
what I was
third in
saying.
the Formula
Totally.
E race.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I'm sure he
this,
can
like-
brag to his friends about it. Like, yeah, I
Mhm.
beat some professional drivers. How about it,
Yeah,
man?
but thing
Right.
is, right? Lawrence Horsing here, right? He's completely unknown on the internet until now, because I just looked up his name, and the only thing that are popping up are this news article. There's nothing else on him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely
he
got
just-
some clout now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just absolutely popped off.
I'm sure this is nothing but good for him, considering that he just got third place in a race with all these professional Formula
Oh,
One
yeah.
drivers.
Yeah,
And I'm sure he didn't get to keep the money or anything. I'm sure that wasn't a part of it. Well, he probably kept the money that he was used to hire.
Right.
But aside from that, it's all about the cred for him. It's all about the clout.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I would imagine as such, at least.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just reading through that article, and it's something interesting. Just the idea that all this Formula One stuff is going into a more virtual thing, and the fact that it's being treated in such a way. It's just we are really
Yeah.
entering a different age of all this kind of stuff is going into
Oh,
a
yeah.
much different age than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Definitely.
interesting to see the transition.
The times they are changing.
Absolutely, and it's something wondrous to see them change sometimes. It's not always bad, kids. It's not always bad
It's
to
not
have
always bad.
change.
No, but it
Right.
is sudden.
Oh, it always is.
Indeed.
I mean, I guess it's kind of been slowly happening, but it's just as of late with stuff going on,
Mm-hmm.
things have just sort of had to shift very rapidly.
I suppose we take the good with the bad.
That's fair.
And speaking of times changing, the next topic concerns the newest game from Mojang Studios, Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
literally
released
forgot about
just
that
today.
until today.
So
I was
did
thinking
I.
about getting it.
Honestly, it didn't even pop up for me from the podcast topics. I'd seen it before then, and I literally just bought it. I just downloaded it, and I've yet to play it. But apparently, it is a Minecraft-looking clone of Diablo. And
Yeah.
from what it's saying here, it's a pretty good Diablo clone.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I
The
may
only
consider
thing.
it, honestly.
Okay. The only thing I've heard about it is it's Minecraft meets D&D.
I mean, yeah,
Kind of.
in a
That's
sense,
what Diablo really is.
Yeah. I mean the
Diablo
you
really
know,
is just
Warcraft.
derived from the old school RPGs, stuff like Baldur's Gate,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Torchlight,
All
and
that.
all that kind of stuff. Where any old school RPG is derived of D&D, pretty much.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Things like Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate, specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of, if we're gonna continue talking about this, like I don't understand what Microsoft is doing with this, because like they've made so many clones now. This is a Diablo clone. They've made a Pokemon Go clone, which absolutely flopped. They made
Pokemon
a
Go
Telltale
clone.
adventure game, and like
I like the idea of Minecraft Earth, to be honest with you.
Oh,
it was,
I just
it was
found
in
it. I
theory.
just found it awkward.
yeah, it didn't
Mhm.
work very well.
To be honest, I downloaded it like maybe a year after it came out, and I played it for a day. Played it for like an hour, and I got bored of it.
I honestly
I-
think it's the situation of a big company getting a very big IP, because Minecraft is one of the best-selling games of all time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
It's actually, I
not
think,
really
it's the
knowing what to
best.
do with it, because Minecraft is sort of a self-perpetuating thing where it keeps going with the updates. I mean, they can't really release a sequel to Minecraft. Minecraft is
Right.
what it is, and it constantly expands upon what it is, to the point where anything more would simply be it would simply be just a I'm sorry, you threw off my train of thought there. Anything more than what it is would simply be an expansion upon Minecraft, as opposed to a sequel.
Right.
yeah.
I got you.
And
Yeah.
so they can't really take Minecraft itself into a different direction, but what they can do is make a clone of something and give it a Minecraft skin. So
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
Pokemon Go taking Minecraft Earth, Diablo
Mhm.
making Minecraft Dungeons, and some of those things, like apparently Minecraft Dungeons, will work well. And some things, apparently
Mhm.
like Minecraft Earth, will not. Now I haven't played either one of them
Yeah.
yet, so I don't really know one way or the other.
Yeah.
But hey, Minecraft Dungeons
I'm
looked
just
interesting enough
waiting.
for me to drop $20 on it, so why not?
Yeah.
I've never played like any Diablo game or anything like that, but like I might consider with this.
I've
Okay.
played a little bit of
It's-
Diablo.
it looks fun.
It's somewhat fun.
Yeah, I'm completely down to do it. If you guys want to do a series on it, actually, that would be crazy cool.
That'd be something.
Might consider.
I'd have to get some money together, but I'm just waiting on the Minecraft Doom clone. Whenever they release
no.
that, I will be
Steve
all
goes
over that.
ripping and tearing through the nether.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You know what? I'd probably do it.
Just reskin gas into
probably go for it.
cacodemons.
Yeah. Uh-huh. There you go. Look at that. We're already halfway there.
God, I actually want to see that now. That sounds pretty cool.
Mhm. Let's all of us get
I'd
together.
actually be down for that.
Bill Gates, give us the rights.
Although I will say it sounds more like something that should be a Minecraft mod. Just make a Doom
Yeah,
mod
well,
for
there
Minecraft.
already is a Doom mod for Minecraft.
Wow, but it's
Oh,
not
there
real
you
Doom
go.
mod, is it?
Yeah.
Can't do
But I
glory
mean,
kills.
it just. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
What's
people
Doom without
working
glory
on.
kills?
Mhm.
I'd still be down to see it though.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely sounds like a good thing.
do you think it'll be like? I personally haven't played Dungeons myself, right? But like, do you think it's like, like the games where if you die, you reset your entire progress?
Oh,
Or
like
do
a
you think it's
roguelike?
like a fault and crap. Yeah.
I don't think it is. The thing about Diablo is it's more RPG than roguelike,
Yeah.
in where you will lose something upon death, obviously, whether it's XP or money or items or something.
Right.
You never restart from ground zero every time you die.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but yeah, definitely. Unless there's probably like an Iron Man difficulty,
Yeah.
Ooh.
it would be.
If they've got an
Crazy
Iron Man
rough.
difficulty, then that would definitely be rough. But I'm sure there would be a lot of people that'd be really into it.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
If you make something
totally.
crazy hard, there's someone that's gonna love it to death. Just look at
Mhm.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually personally beat Dark Souls 2 without taking any damage.
And I'll brag about
Jesus.
Yep.
it. Jen over
Damn.
here,
It's my
hardcore
greatest
gamer.
achievements. I cried a couple times.
Real men cry. It's okay.
All the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here on Doom Eternal. I'm too young to die.
I think I'm one
I've
of
still
the
yet to
only.
beat
I think
Doom
I'm like the
Eternal.
only person here that's yet to even try a Dark Souls game.
I've
Oh,
never
I
tried
haven't.
it. Well,
so hard.
to be fair, I've played Sekiro and I've played Code Vein, which are
Okay.
both Dark Souls
Yeah, Soul games.
games. They're Souls
Okay.
They're called
games.
Souls likes.
Yeah, Souls
Yeah.
like, sure.
So, like,
But I've never played a Dark
Okay.
Souls game proper.
Gotcha.
Just because I'm one of those people that will get really, really ragey about difficulty
Yeah,
in games.
I feel
Yep.
you.
mm,
I will
feel that.
rage
It's
quit
so
with the
hard.
worst of them. And I am
I
fully
gotcha.
aware of it.
Happens.
I definitely feel that.
mhm.
Yeah, so this game actually looks really cool. And actually, after the podcast, the first thing I kind of want to do is go play some Minecraft Dungeons because it does look good. And I do like the concept of Diablo-style games. I've never really played one to completion, as much of completion as you can play an RPG too. But
Right.
it does look cool. And I Minecraft has always held a special
Oh,
place in
yeah.
my heart for like 8 years. So
Mhm.
this should very well fit into that. So yeah, if you too want to check out Minecraft Dungeons, it's up on the Minecraft site for $20 right now.
Yep.
Hashtag not sponsored.
We wish.
We wish.
I might have to
Hashtag
wait on
please
that a little
Yo,
bit.
Microsoft,
but
hit us
I'm gonna
up.
Consider.
Honestly, we're doing your work for you.
Right.
Like we're
To the
literally
10
advertising
people
your
that are
stuff,
gonna
just
watch
like
this.
which will be us for and like the
Yeah,
rest
like-
of the Unknown Empire.
Yeah,
but,
the
like,
rest of the Unknown Empire. Not even the rest of the Unknown Empire. There'd be more people.
Yeah.
All right, and for our final topic, we have something that's reappearing in the code in Steam, talking about a Steam cloud gaming being hinted at.
yeah.
A streaming service for Steam, sort of. From what I'm seeing, it's of the same vein of like Google Stadia.
Stadia.
that
Yep,
sort of
that's what I
stuff?
was about to say.
I don't know a whole lot. This is the first time I'm hearing about the Steam game streaming system, and I
Same.
didn't know a whole lot about Google Stadia, but I know that it just
Well, the whole concept behind Stadia is that if you don't have a PC that can run a game effectively, if
Right.
your PC is just not up to snuff, then you can stream the game being played from a PC on their servers that can run the game, stream it over the internet, and just play it like that. Basically, remote play with a system that they own. And in theory,
Okay.
it's a great idea in theory,
Oh, yeah.
because
In theory.
it is using a different PC that has the specs, just streaming it to your
Yeah.
PC. But the problem therein lies internet speeds, latency, and the fact that the
Yeah.
main gripe that a lot of people have with this stuff is that everything runs like a slideshow because of
Oh,
the
dear.
latency.
yes.
Mm.
Because the fact that you can hit a button and then 10 seconds later the effect happens. Because
Oh,
it's just
no.
But you're already
much
dead,
latency
so
because
it
you
doesn't matter.
yeah, because it has to go from their PC to yours. You have to input, that goes to your PC over the internet to theirs, has the effect,
Mhm.
and then transmitted back to your PC. That's a lot of between actions.
Yeah.
And that results in a
is,
lot
yeah.
of latency.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
PS Now games, right? They do the same thing for games on PS Now, where it's you stream to a like a hosted server, and I was trying to play what's that one game? Fear, right?
Mhm.
And I would play, and then seconds after, then my inputs would be going in, and like there's QTEs and stuff, and it's ridiculous. Like
Oh,
I can't even
no.
imagine doing QTEs with such high latency.
That would be
Mm-mm.
brutal
yeah.
and impossible.
See, there's the challenge mode right there. Boom.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing: is that everyone wants to bank on this idea because it
Mhm.
is a good idea,
It
and there are a
is.
lot of
Yeah.
people out there that can't afford $600, $700, $800 gaming PCs to play these sorts of games. But
Right.
at the same time,
I'd consider it myself if it wasn't so rocky right now.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
I was about to say at the same time, the technology for the internet and latency just isn't there. The speeds aren't there for us to
Right.
be able to do that quick enough
Right.
to have a negligible effect versus just playing it on a PC that can actually handle it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it just results in a poor experience for the gamer. And that was the whole downfall of Stadia. So I'm very skeptical about the Steam Cloud gaming.
I got
And that's not
you.
even talking as someone who has a PC that can run a lot of things that I wanted to. Just even if I didn't, because I have had PCs in the past that couldn't run anything. Just I don't think
Okay.
I would trust
Feel
this.
that pain.
I don't think I could trust
Mhm.
this because it would just be a poor experience all around.
I got you. Honestly, just like go back to GameFly. You know, subscribe to GameFly, get like 2 games a month. Boom.
Well, it becomes less about actually owning the games because you still pay to play the games over this service.
Right.
And more just about having the hardware to run it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that is the niche. And it is a niche that needs filling, yeah. But it's the fact that I don't think the technology is just there yet.
Mm-mm.
That's true.
I think it's going to be at least probably 5 more years before technology is at the point where we can feasibly do something like that.
Oh, definitely.
Morris's law not in effect there, obviously, but probably another with Morris law probably 3 to 4 years before internet speeds and latency and all these things are widespread enough to the point where, well, not even widespread enough to where it's actually feasible to do it. It probably wouldn't be widespread for another 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be curious to try it if it ever reached that point, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I'm curious now, but I'm like, I mean, if it's as rocky as it is, I doubt it would be worth it.
Right.
And far be it from me to, quell anyone's hype about this. It's just the fact that I don't believe the technology is there. The science pretty much points to the technology not being there yet. And we should all go
Mhm.
into that with a grain of salt. Because
I mean, they could potentially surprise us. You never know. But
it could absolutely do that. I mean, Steam is a very big platform. Valve is a very big developer. They handle a lot in terms of bandwidth on the internet and, frankly, money. If anyone
Yeah.
could make it work, it would be either Microsoft or Valve.
for
Yep.
sure.
But, I mean, we also have to consider that the last one, Stadia, was made by Google.
Google, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so,
That is also true, and they're kind of
who also have
massive.
yeah, they have as much, if not more, in terms of server-side stuff, and definitely
Yeah.
more in terms of money. If they
That
couldn't
is
make it
very
work,
True.
then my hopes are not that high for Valve.
Right. I guess we just have to go in it expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
Like so many other things, I suppose.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Cautious optimism.
That's it. Yes.
But to be clear,
Realistic optimism.
this is all under the assumption that they actually do this Steam Cloud gaming, because right now it's just things that are appearing in code. It's a streaming service that's being hinted at. Apparently,
It's literally like just an idea at this point.
well, it's a little more than an idea. It's little snippets that they're finding in the code of Steam that are hinting
Right.
toward this, such as a little thing in the Steam Client beta that's giving a cloud gaming NVIDIA update game list as a little stream code in
Ooh.
there.
Right.
And it's little things like that are making people wonder, are they working on a streaming platform?
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see.
Definitely.
I'm curious to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I would love.
One
to see
thing I
where
am
this
learning
goes.
from this is that apparently Microsoft did have their own cloud gaming service, xCloud. That's
Did they?
apparently.
Oh,
When?
Well, that must have been a big
Alright.
flop.
Yeah. Considering none of us actually knew that it existed, I can't really speak to the
Uh-huh.
validity of it. It doesn't really bode well.
Yeah.
all right.
It's hard to have a streaming platform that no one knows about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those Twitch clones out there.
What is
this
xCloud?
literally the first time I've heard of it. So
xCloud? This sounds interesting.
It does have an interesting name, but apparently that is Microsoft's own cloud gaming service.
Oh, it's
Huh.
because it's not out yet, I think.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, because it says here, I just looked it up. Microsoft has been quietly building up its game streaming solution, xCloud. It's not out yet. They've
Okay, well,
been,
fair enough.
and they've kept it under wraps.
Oh,
Then again,
well,
if any one company could do it, probably Microsoft. I
Yep.
still have my own reservations, mind you. Again, the technology isn't quite there.
right.
But hey, if anyone can make the best of it, I'd suppose them.
Mhm.
yeah, no, I think I'm pretty much with you on that.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I suppose that is it for that one.
Well,
We've been
Speaking
exhausting
of
on topics.
xCloud, I've
Speaking
been
of xCloud,
thinking, right? Speaking of xCloud, what is that one cloud Pokemon? The blue and white one?
Cast
Are you
form?
talking about Swablu or Altaria?
Swablu.
man, I have no
Swablu.
idea. I stopped following Pokemon after Gen 1.
I heard xCloud. I'm like, wait, cloud Pokemon.
I mean, as soon as you said that, I thought of xCloud.
Oh yeah.
So you know. You had to squeeze that Pokemon reference in there
Had to
somewhere,
squeeze the
didn't you?
Pokemon.
Yep.
Welcome to the Unknown Empire, everyone. We have to squeeze
Yes.
Pokemon in.
It's a good place to be.
Pokemon or Unknown Empire? I mean both, but yeah.
I mean, come on, why choose?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, does anyone else have anything to talk about here?
I was just going through things in my Steam library yesterday, opened up Portal 2, realized that they reopened the shop.
shop?
They had it closed for almost 9 years.
the
They
workshop?
reopened the shop in Portal 2, where you can buy skins and gestures for co-op mode. And I came across an article talking about Valve's game called F-Stop, what was supposed to be a Portal prequel made after the original Portal, but it was supposed to be a prequel, and it wasn't going to include any portals.
That's the one where they actually started the experimentation with the gels, isn't it?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Yep, I did hear about
and,
that.
Exploding lemons.
And there is, I guess, Valve has given the code to Lunch House Software.
Lunch House
And-
Software, huh?
Yes, and they gave them the code, and they are kind of making their own game with this code. It's called Exposure.
First,
I mean, this was in December. No, maybe it wasn't December. This was like the beginning of this year, of 2020, and it seems super random that Valve would just give away the source code to these developers. You know, after keeping it so tightly secretive for how long has it been?
I mean, in all honesty, if I remember correctly, F-Stop was more of a student project kind of thing than anything else.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was. And then like they liked the idea, so they incorporated a lot of it into what would eventually be Portal 2.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, and from what I'm reading, it's not so much that. Oh no, Exposure will use the original official code from Valve's own f-stop. That is true.
Huh.
Giving them explicit permission to continue with our project using their original code. That is something.
Mm-hmm. I would
I-
love to see that.
Interesting.
I would absolutely love to see this, and
Yeah.
I hope.
I just
that-
want another Portal game.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
give us.
Um, The article that I read last night said it was similar to a game that came out a little while ago called Superliminal.
that does sound
it's a-
familiar.
Oh, the one
Yes.
with the
The
perspective.
perspective, yeah.
Playing with perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
you
like
would
that.
pick
That
up an
looked cool.
object, let it go in midair, and then it would fall in front of you 10 times bigger.
No,
It's-
10 times smaller.
10 times bigger.
Well, either
'Cause
one.
it's-
It
if it's
depends
above
on how
you-
close or far you drop it from you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
now I have Superliminal on my wish list, so
I'd play
Yeah, it seemed
Superliminal if
real
it wasn't on Epic.
I got you.
I've already
Yeah,
bought too
I'll
many
just
games
take
on
any.
Epic to really be comfortable with them. If anyone can't tell already, I'm not a very staunch supporter of the Epic Games launcher.
Why not?
Yeah, but
I'm one of those people that just doesn't really trust Epic, and I do believe that there are things in the code that are sort of doing some cheeky things behind the scenes.
malicious time.
I
Yeah.
got you.
I'm not
I
too
mean, I
comfortable
haven't
with
paid for anything on the
I
Epic
just take their
Store.
free games.
Only thing I
Yeah.
really got on the Epic Store was Borderlands 3, and that was because I was tired of waiting for it to come out on Steam.
Is it still
that's
out-
fair.
Is it on Steam yet?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
It's on Steam now.
Okay.
It's been out for long enough.
Yeah, but I mean, I got those 6 Batman games that they were giving away for free.
Mhm.
I have about $200 worth of games on there that I
For free.
didn't pay for. Yeah, I got them through
Yeah.
special deals or whatever.
GTA 5
Oh,
was free
it's
for
a
a
lot of
while.
games.
Yeah, it was. Just a little while
Mhm.
ago.
Right now
I
it's
did
Sid
get that
Meier's
too.
Civilization 6, right?
Yes. I mean, I
Yes.
could pull it up real quick.
Yeah, it's Sid
Next,
Meier's.
I forget what it's gonna be next. Hold on.
Is it Sid Meier's or Sid Meier's?
Civilization. It's Sid Meier.
Sid.
Sid Meier's.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sid, Seed, whatever. It's gonna be something that I actually did want next. I just have to remember what it is because it's gonna kill me. Like, even if we end the podcast right here, I'm still gonna look it
I
up.
was actually about to suggest that myself, because we are running a little low on time.
Well,
Actually,
I
we're running behind time.
We're a minute behind time.
No, we're 15 behind time.
15 behind time. Oh, we are. I thought we started a little later than that. How about that?
Huh.
We're not 15 behind time, I don't think.
Actually, we are supposed to be about like 45 right now.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
fine.
That's 10
It's
minutes behind time. It's
fine.
fine.
It's not a strict limit anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not.
That's true.
We don't really set many rules in the Unknown Empire. We just sort of fly by the seat of our pants and just hope it goes well. Most
Mhm.
times, we're wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
Uh,
guess I just remembered something
it's
in
always
its
hit or
place
miss.
because Epic hasn't
Guess
announced
they
what
never miss.
next game is going to be free. It's going to come out in like a day and a half, I think, though.
Honestly, with something like Epic, the only way they're going to save face is by giving out games to people.
For
Yeah.
free. Yep.
Mhm.
I wish Steam did that more often, but they're too big of a company to do that. So
Well, it's the fact that
Mhm.
Steam doesn't really need the exposure. Their name is out there. They're known. People are already on the
Ah, yeah.
platform.
they're the first thing I installed on my
They're
computer.
practically synonymous with gaming itself at this point.
Pretty much,
That is
especially
very
PC
true.
gaming.
What order did
Yeah.
you guys install your apps? Because I installed Steam and then Discord and then OBS.
It's been a while
Shoot.
since I've had to reinstall stuff on my PC, but I think it
Same
was
here.
Discord. It was Firefox first, then Discord, then
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
Chrome
Steam.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, but Steam is still like one of the first things you
Oh,
install on your computer,
absolutely.
no matter what.
Steam is
I
my
don't know. I
yeah.
just
library.
grabbed a bunch of stuff and started at the top of the list. I don't remember what was there.
At this point, everyone's just got a list of programs when they have to reinstall things on their computer. Just like go down
Yep.
the checklist.
Mm-hmm. That is very true.
Yeah, it took me like a good couple hours to get that all done.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fun time.
Yeah, I'm thankful that I haven't had to do that in recent memory.
Hmm.
Same here. Actually, I think Virus got a hold of my PC a year or two ago, maybe. So I did lose some good stuff. I mean, I don't remember what it was. I wasn't into recording or streaming back then. But it wasn't anything that I couldn't live without. So
That's
we just-
thankful.
I got a new one and started reinstalling all of everything else.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did when I got my my new Mac. Cause I just started from scratch, so I just got everything from like just right from the get go. Took forever, but you know.
Yeah, if only they could just make some sort of, I don't know, if you could have just a USB drive with a bunch of installers on it, and as soon as you plug it in, it starts installing all those programs. Like a jumpstart drive.
I wish.
That would be
That would
convenient.
be very
actually.
convenient.
I'd be down.
And especially if
Speaking
you
of
could like
speaking of
drag
drives.
installers to the flash drive, and it could just preload those programs for installation on a new hard drive. That I think I've just come up with a great idea for PC builders.
That would be amazing.
Definitely.
Because if you're a
Again,
gamer, you
What
can
upsets
preload
you,
with like
Luke?
Discord,
Microsoft.
Steam.
Come
Hit
on.
us
Yeah.
up, though.
Contact us.
Yeah, Microsoft, hit me up if you want. I will take 10% royalty on this idea.
10%.
I will take the other 90.
Damn good idea.
I'll take 200.
Well, I'll take
You gotta-
I'll take
you
the 10% royalty, and I'll give y'all a little something.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Oh, I'll take it.
I'm down for that.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, because like if you're a gamer, you could just Discord, Steam, that kind of stuff on it. If you are one of those people
Ah.
that does a lot of benchmarks, you're like a Linus Tech Tips sort of guy. Do like 3D Max benchmarks, all that sort of stuff. Some like Steam for just like quick game benchmarks and all that.
Right.
If you're more of a, I don't know, a business oriented individual that needs to quickly preload some things on there. Stuff like
Mhm.
Microsoft Office.
You could do all kinds of things with that.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
Or all of them at once.
All at once, why not?
Yeah, that's true.
Just get a 128 gig Jumpstart drive and just pre-install everything on the internet. Every single program.
That would
Oh my god.
Got about 1 million petabytes of storage there. Let's use it. All right, well, I think that's probably about where we're going to call it then. Since the energy is starting to drain from everyone's faces.
Yeah, but we should just talk about everyone's channels first, no?
Of course, that's what
Ooh.
we're going to do because this is the outro. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this podcast. As always, everyone's channels here, mine, Minnie's, Jin's, Ben's, they're all going to be in the description.
Yes.
Go check us all out. Hey, we might have something interesting for you. You never know. Go see anyway. And if you want to stick around for more podcasts and recaps and all sorts of caps and casts that you want to see, hey, this is the channel for it. Stick around. We might have something interesting. One thing that might be interesting that you might see coming to mine and Ben's and maybe even Jin's place soon. Maybe not mine. I don't know if I'm going to record it or not. We're playing a little playthrough of something.
Ooh,
A buddy of ours, Havoc.
Yes, we are.
So I'm not quite sure if Jin's gonna join in that yet, or Kento will, or who. But we are planning a little playthrough of a something. So keep an eye out for that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. But
Ooh.
never that. Never that.
No. Bad. Okay, he's not in the playthrough anymore.
Jin's not in the
Wow.
Unknown Empire anymore. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh
Who?
no.
You guys are really gonna take my trope and just throw it out the window, huh?
But thank you everyone for watching this podcast. Be sure to check the description for everything that you want and need and love in your life. And we will see you in the next one.
Good chat.
Bye.